Hey guys, welcome back to Crash's Insane Adventure. This is episode 2. Oh, I'm playing Boulders. Yes, I love Boulders. I don't think I did a good job though. Pretty sure if I remember correctly, the first time I did this, I died. I'm usually really good at the boulder levels. I'm usually perfect run boulder levels. Sometimes I can get all the boxes. But most of the time I could just perfectly run it without dying. But I'm pretty sure I die here. Because once again, this was the second part. Or this is the second part, sorry. And I'm still getting used to controls. I love the music though. Duh, duh. Got the checkpoint. Let's go! Like I said, the jumping is way more accurate now. So getting used to the controls was interesting. Because the jumping didn't used to be very accurate, and now it's super accurate, so you have to know where you're going. Which makes it a little bit more challenging than the original, which is something I didn't think I'd say, but it does. I did a perfect run. Huh. I must have forgot about that. Look, I'm dancing. Do the crash dance. I can't make him do the crash dance. Wouldn't that be cool if they gave us a little, at the end of the game, if you beat all the games, a button where you could just randomly do the crash dance? Make that happen. Patch that, Vicarious Visions. Please. Anywho. Yeah, this is awesome. I still can't I'm still baffled that this is even a thing. I remember just a couple years ago where it was we'd get hints, just little tidbits that Crash might be coming back, or that they might be doing something along the lines of a not a remaster, but a port, easy peasy lemon squeeze me. But no. We got this. We got the Insane Trilogy. Oh, so good. So good. I mean, look at the water. So cool. It's so cool! And I also like the fish. I like that they go, oh. That's kind of funny. The moss looks good. The water looks good. I mean, I could go on and on about how good this looks. But there's no point of that. Everyone knows it looks good. If you don't know it looks good, well, might want to get your prescriptions checked, sir or ma'am. But yeah, it's beautiful. But yeah, I just had to find out if there was a falling animation, and there is, and it's adorable. Because Crash is adorable. I don't care what you say, Crash is always going to be adorable. Just like his little sister Coco. Run! Run me! Jump me! Isn't that weird? Talking to yourself? Wow. I'm not sure what happened there. I guess maybe I hit a fish? I also like that addition. I like that the bonus rounds are there, and once you've done them, you can redo them, because let's face it, some of us were just not that good at bonus rounds, and if you didn't do it in the original, you couldn't retry unless you did the whole level all over again. It's a nice touch that they added that one. But wow, oh man. So good. It's so good! But, I'm trying to think of what to talk about, honestly. It's just awesome. I mean, I sat there, I remember this part. I sat there and I just looked at him and I was like, wow. Crash is beautiful. It's beautiful! Gotta time those jumps. And I saw those gems and I was like, I don't have the gem yet! No! So I didn't get all the boxes. I think I should go back and try to, like, do, like, a big level with, like, not with a lot of boxes and do no boxes and see what happens. I bet you there's probably a trophy for breaking, for Crash Bandicoot being destroyed by boxes. That is probably a thing. Papo Papo. Alright, let's talk about Papo Papo. Let's talk about his music first of all. His music is off the chain. Never thought I'd use that again in my life, but I just did. But seriously, his music is awesome. And for most people that were like, they didn't nerf him, or not nerf him, enhance him, I'd say they did. They gave him more life bars, and he's actually a lot faster. Yeah, you can cheat with the throne, which I did, but then I was like, let's do this right way. So I went like that. Whee! 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 So he's a bit harder, but he's not tough, and he's not super, like, really hard. It's just enough of a challenge, I guess. Well, if even a challenge. Probably not. Oh, and I didn't realize that he would kill me doing that, because I wanted to be on his belly, like you could do in the original. Or inside of him, I guess. Which was always a funny thing to see. And then checked out this craziness. Look at this. Oh shit, it's Coco! Woo woo! And I was like, what? Do you want her to join the adventure? I was like, yes! Yes, please! So when I got Coco, I was like, I need to switch. I need to, you know, vary it. And I tried to play as Coco on the boss, but here's the dealio. Can't play as Coco on the bosses. Yeah. I guess you could say that was a missed opportunity, but at the same time, they did mention that when they were talking about Coco, they didn't really have enough time for it. That's why I've noticed that some of the death animations aren't finished. Like, for instance, in the Lost City level, I think it's called. When you play that level, the boulders that smash you, it squishes Crash. But when it kills Coco, she just kind of blinks. But it could also be that she's like the original Crash, where it just blinks when you have Aku Aku, and then when she actually dies, it does the death animation. Because I've never actually, like, didn't have an Aku when I got squished. But for Crash, he still gets squished, which I thought was a nice attention. Because, I mean, I get it, you're invincible and you blink and everything, but it still should do what it's supposed to do to you. Because, I mean, everybody loves the death animations. I think that's one of the reasons why most of us, as gamers, have actually took the time to play Crash Bandicoot and such, because even though it's difficult, quite difficult, the death animations are funny enough to not make you rage quit. I would say. Maybe that's just me. But here we are, first time me playing Coco. And I think she's made for more accuracy. That's the best way I can describe her controls. Like, I feel like she's the better platformer, maybe? I don't know if that's coming out right, but like, basically Crash is how you're used to, and then Coco, I think, you know what, actually, I think Coco's maybe for beginners. Like, not to call Coco, like, nerfed or anything, but I think Coco is maybe like your, whoop, I fell, and her laptop pops up, that's funny. Coco is like your introduction to the game, if that makes any sense. Even though she's not in the beginning of the game, obviously. And I've seen that throughout so far. Like, it was in Crash 2 that you have to go through the whole entire room 1 and then go up and then you can get Coco after you beat the boss. It's like after you beat the boss. But it's really good. And I'm just so happy that Coco is now an option. That's really cool. I think that definitely needed to happen. I think actually, if I remember correctly, back in the day, when Crash 2 came out, I think a lot of us were hoping that she would be playable. Like, actually playable. Not warp playable. Oh, whoops. Once again, still getting used to the controls. But, yeah, not warp playable, where she's like levels that are vehicles and engine boss. Spoiler alert for anyone who has actually never played that game before. And if you haven't, I don't know what you're doing here. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome, new Crash lovers, because you better get used to this, because this is Crash, and it's awesome, and you're going to love it. And if you don't love it, well, I mean, I guess there's something else out there for you, but Crash is love, Crash is life for me. For sure. But, yeah. So we'll just have to see when I get to warp. But like I said, I figured it out after I had... Well, I'm not beating it yet. Maybe I should record the next couple of episodes on Crash 2 with that. I think that might be a good idea. Just to show that I can finally do... what's the word? Commentary on it. If that makes sense. Because I have post-commentary right now. Because I'm just talking over the episode, obviously. But maybe that's what I'll do. Because I haven't even started working on Crash 2 since my first episode. I've been a little bit busy with Walking Dead. Trying to catch up before Season 8 comes out. Because I missed the whole Season 7. And me and my mom are working on that. So yeah. But that's totally unrelated. But yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I will, I think I'll do commentary from now on, from when I record the next episode of Crash 2. That'll be fun. That'll be a change of pace. And it'll be, like, legit my honest reactions. Because it's hard to give me my honest reactions now, because I've already seen it, I've played it for a while now. I can tell you what I remember, that's about it. But I'm very excited for that, because I wanted to do it like that originally, because I just wanted my initial reactions to be genuine. And that's also why this is not edited. None of this is edited. It's going to be a long adventure, my friends. I played this for quite a while, and it is a lot of episodes. A lot. So, if you have the patience for it, feel free to follow me along. You know, if it's too much for you, I just want to thank you for starting with me at least. I appreciate that. I'm just trying to show that I'm just trying to show my love for Crash Bandicoot. And, like I said, I'm not a good gamer, but if anybody has any questions on what to do, if I know what I'm doing, I'll let you know. Because after playing as much as I've been playing recently, I think it's pretty safe to say that I've gotten a lot better. I'm no pro still, but I've gotten a lot better. And you'll see that in the next coming episodes. Not this episode, because I took forever doing this. But this was the first time since 2000 something, that I finished, or did this. Because I'll let you in on a little secret, this was not my first Crash game. And I've noticed that with a lot of people, actually. This was not, well, okay, it was technically my first Crash game, because I played that demo disc that had this and Wipeout and I think Twisted Metal, and it just had like the demo of the beginning level. Or no, maybe it was the Jungle Rollers level. I think it was the Jungle Rollers level. That was the demo on the, I think it was a black disc. For the demo for Crash Bandicoot, I knew I like immediately fell in love, and I asked for Crash 2 for the Christmas when Crash 2 came out, got it, and I played the crap out of it. So technically my first game was the demo, I guess, but my first actual game was Crash Bandicoot 2, which is probably why Crash Bandicoot 2 holds a special place in my heart. I'll see you guys.